So let's listen.
Bis aus der Schopf ist einmal gekommen zu mein Seiden. Dem Taten mit dem Amen, na Schiddach reden. Hat mich gerett, nur sie ist. Bis das Gläsle Maschki aus sich hereingemischt. Zu lieben Maschki ist geworden, der Schiddach geschlossen, der Tat ist geworden, der Mann ist kosten. Ai, darai, 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 Lieb Maschki, dort hat noch mein Chassen gehabt. Mod getrunken im Maschki, a Katzitschki nacht. Die Klezme, abgespielt mit der feinen Beton. Mod genommen die Kalle in die Mitten, zu lieben Maschke, der Tante, die Mappe genommen, zu lieben Maschke, wie die an der Welt gekommen. Ai, darai, 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 ai, darai, 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 ai, darai, 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 ai, darai, darai, darai. Ich gedenk noch, was sie gewinnt bei meinem Bericht. Die Maschke ist nicht gewähnt, Rock von der Tisch. Alle haben sich gewünscht, ein ganz feinem und schönem und gesunden Maseltov. Als ich so Größe wachsen, ein Geräser Rof. So lieb Maschke, der Tante, die Mami genommen, so lieb Maschke, wie ich an der Welt gekommen. Ai, drei, 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 drei,
Okay. So let's start. Janet, please.
A glaze lamashka, a little glass of liquor, was written by Michael Gordon, 1823 to 1890, a Vilna Moscow, who wrote very popular poems, songs, and newspaper articles in Hebrew, Russian, and Yiddish. There's a long biography of him in the Yivo Encyclopedia online.
Okay.
This version is by the group Capella with Michael Alpert. A much longer version was found by Jane Papler in the songbooks that were printed by Itzik Zalonik in Warsaw between 1929 and 1934. It appears in her anthology, the Itzik Zalonik Working Files.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Janet. Then, will you start then?
Okay.
And Daniel, yeah. Okay, go
Ja.
on.
Beschast der Schatrin ist einmal gekommen zu meinem Sehen, dem Taten mit der Mamen a Schidduch reden. While the matchmaker came once to my grandfather to make a match between my mother, to speak about a match between my mother and my father and my mother. Hat man gerät und gerät und gerät und gerät, noch umsicht, nur umsicht. They read and they say spoke and they spoke and they spoke and they spoke, only unproductive until bis das Gläserle Maschke hat sich reingemischt. Until the little glass of whiskey got into, spoke up in the conversation. To lieb Maschke is given der Schidduch geschlossen.
There's a
Wait a minute.
Der
There's an
Tate
echo.
is going,
video. I mean, there's an
yeah,
echo.
somebody, there's an
It's
echo.
Henrietta. You have to mute Henrietta.
Okay. Okay.
To Lee Moschke is given der Schidduch geschlossen. So because of the whiskey, a marriage contract was concluded. Der Tate is geworden der Mamas Chasen. Und my father became my mother's bridegroom. And I die, and so
Okay.
on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's go.
Question.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Mashke, is that specifically liquor or can it be any drink? Because in Hebrew, it's a drink.
Maurice, what do you think? I think it can, here particularly, it's a liquor.
I think I've only heard it used as whiskey.
As liquor, yeah.
I know, but in Hebrew,
It's
mashke is a drink.
is it related to shikker?
No.
I mean, I think it is.
No, shiker is written with a kaf, not with a kuf.
Susan, I think they're more intertwined than related.
Then related, exactly. That's
Yes,
exactly.
intertwined, maybe not related, but
Yeah, I don't know. Isn't there in the parlance of the bootleggers in the South, mash, mash, they made liquor. That was another, they made it from mash, like mashka, mash.
Okay, that's interesting to research. No idea if it's true, but it's interesting to find the root of it. Yeah.
Elaine,
But I mean, I think
I want you
mashka
on
has to
that.
be liquor.
Elaine, I want you on that. I want a full research paper on my desk by Monday, 8 a.m. Thank you.
Let me tell you something. My husband's grandfather owned a bar. And when Prohibition came in, they bootlegged. I mean, they made it into a restaurant, but they were making bathtub gin. So that's where I get all the lingo from.
And in
Okay.
Detroit, we had the Purple Gang and a lot of involvement. Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of you, but this is kind of early in the day to be getting into whiskey, I think.
It's later here on the East Coast.
Yeah, right.
Especially on the East.
I think
Maurice,
Moschke,
you
On the
wanted to
West.
say something, Maurice?
Yeah, I think the word mashke was it meant any kind of hard liquor in general. And specifically, it was used for what you could drink at the Pesach Seder, because at the Seder, apparently, you'd have to ask the rabbis, there were certain things that you could not drink. I think you couldn't drink stuff that was distilled from alcohol. I'm not really sure, but mashke was used for that. And they used plum brandy, plum wine.
Oh, yeah.
Instead. Yeah.
I
and they
think it's
called it
also
mashke.
because it was just such a and is still such a common drink in Russia and that whole area. I mean, that's what
Right.
everybody drinks.
Sure.
It was schnapps.
Yeah.
Perhaps Tsuike is from plums. Yeah.
And
Grandmother
Slivovitz.
always had schnapps.
Slivovitz.
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 Slivovitz is plum. Slivovitz is plum brandy.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Barbara.
So I have some information here.
Okay, you check.
Google AI. I mean, the Rav.
Google.
So the original root of the word mash in the context of liquor and brewing traces back to the late Old English noun masc, I guess mask, meaning soft mixture, and the Old English verb masken, meaning, quote, to mix with hot water.
Which is how you make the stuff.
Yeah.
So not Yiddish.
Sure that you tie the bag.
Wow, my girlfriend's last name is Muskin.
Aha.
Have to investigate.
Yeah, I don't know. You know that.
Okay. Let's continue. Sorry, Maurice.
No, I just wanted to say, I think when Susan was our teacher, I think it was then, she brought in the piece that Philologus wrote.
Wait a minute.
Somebody sang some? I don't know. Anyway, Philologus wrote all about the different words for alcohol drinks that Jews used to have. If you go on the web, you put in Philologus and you put in mashke, brandy, and you'll probably get the whole article.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Okay, good. So whoever is interested, here it is.
Yeah.
So let's go on. Bob, will you continue?
Tulip mashke.
Go on.
Ja, zu lieb Maschke haben der Tata Mamen Hosanna gehabt. Because of the Maschke, because of the whiskey, my mama and papa got married. Mahat,
no, va a entrar todavía.
Okay, go on.
Mahat getrunken die Maschke.
It's the word ganz.
Ganze schicke Nacht.
No, it's not schicke. He's taking the word ganz, and it's the whole night, but he's playing with it because it's the whole night, but it's a little, a ganz ichke. It's a diminutive.
Ganz.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Just when he finishes, okay? Let him finish and then I saw you.
Oh, sure. Okay, sure.
Die Klezmer haben gespielt mit Feierton. Feineton. When the klezmers played with a fine sound, Mahat genommen die Kala inmitten kon, inmitten kon, and they danced around they all danced around.
They took the Kale.
Oh, they took the bride and a round dance.
In the middle of
a
circle.
Yeah. Kon is a circle dance.
In the middle. To leave Mashka had der Tata mit der Mama genommen. Because of the Mashka, the father took the mother. To leave Mashka, bin ich euch der Welt gekommen. And because of the Mashka, most importantly, I'm also here in the world. Oi, da.
Okay.
Gott sei Dank in the Mashka.
Yeah. Thank you,
He
Bob.
wasn't the first, and he wouldn't be the last.
The last, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any more.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask what the definition of to lead is. I thought that had something to do with life.
To leave is on account of. On account of the
On
mashke.
account of.
Right.
Okay.
Giving credit to the mashke for all these things.
You want to buy
the same bris, so on. It's called to leave mashke because without the mashke, none of that would happen.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So let's go on. Leah, can you read, Leah?
She's probably on the phone.
No, she's not, but she's muted.
All right.
Leah. Leah, you. Unmute and read. Unmute, please.
Okay, got it?
Okay, got it. Now, go on, read.
Ich gedenk noch, was ist gewesen bei mein Brit. Als die Maschke ist nicht gewesen, Rob von Tisch. Alle haben sich gewünscht, a ganz feiner, a schöner und a gesunder Mazel Tov. Und a sich soll ausgewachsen, a größer Rov. Zu lieb Maschke hat der Tate die Mame genommen. Zu lieb Maschke bin ich auf der Welt gekommen. Die. Whatever, L'chaim.
Okay. Can you translate, please?
I'll tell. I remember my breath, right?
Yeah, what happened at my breath?
Enough means I still remember.
That the drink is nicht given. That the drink was not on the table?
Not off the table.
It was not off the
left
table.
the table.
Okay,
There's always drink. Right.
Everybody's we're blessing, is that the word?
Mm-hmm.
Blessing.
Wish,
yeah. Everybody was wishing.
They wished each other, right.
A very fine, nice, and healthy Mazel Tov.
Right.
Yes. And then I would become a big rabbi.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what to live is. What is to live?
Because of.
On account of the mashke.
Okay. The father and the mommy genommen. What is that? Genommen? Getaken?
He took her.
Yeah, the father took the mother.
Oh, okay. So leave mashke because of the drink. Because of the drink, I came to the world.
Right.
Was that an act of being drunk?
Well, you can interpret it any way you like.
I would like to survey the men here to see how many remember their bris. They could be some kind of mashka.
Right.
It was good.
Okay.
I don't remember my birth, but I
think they
remember
put
my
a
bris, and I
schmata.
did not enjoy it.
They put a schmata with a little whiskey in the mouth I remember sucking on it.
No,
that
they
was my anesthetic.
They used to do it, but now they give you a shot.
Oh, really?
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Now they give you a shot. No more drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
You mean a shot of whiskey?
Yeah, I thought you meant a shot of whiskey.
No. A needle.
We use whiskey for our grandkids.
Yeah, well, they're older now.
It's not too late.
Well, they are
older.
They are.
Today, they don't do that anymore. Today, they give them a shot.
Well, unless you're having it done in the synagogue.
It depends on which shul. There are at least 5 different ways to do it.
At least. Okay. Oh, Maurice, wow.
Yes.
Okay, let's listen to it once again. It's a fine.
als der Schorfen ist einmal gekommen zu mein Seiden. Dem Taten mit dem Amen, na Schiddach reden. Hat mir gerett, nur sie ist. Bis das Gläsle Maschki aus sich hereingemischt. Zu lieben Maschki ist geworden, der Schiddach geschlossen, der Tat ist geworden, der Mann ist kosten. Ai, darai, 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 lieb Maschki, dort hat noch mein Hassen gehabt. Mod getrunken die Maschki, a ganzitschki Nacht. Die Klezmer hab gespielt mit der feinen Ton. Mod genommen die Kalle in die Mitten zu lieb Maschka, da Tante, die Mami genommen, zu lieb Maschka, wie die hat der Welt gekommen. Ai, darai, 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 ai, darai, 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 ai, darai, 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 ai, darai, darai, darai. Ich gedenk noch, was ich gewinne bei meinem Bericht. Die Maschke ist nicht gewähnt, Rock von der Tisch. Alle haben sich gewünscht, a ganz feinem und schönem und gesunden Maseltov. Als ihr so größe wachsen, a gereißer Rof. So lieb Maschke und der Tante, die Mami genommen, so lieb Maschke, wie ich an der Welt gekommen. Ai, darai, 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 darai,
Okay. Any comment, any questions about what we heard? Any memories from your breeze? No. Why not? Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So, no. So,
Lena, I have
yes,
a question.
Bonnie, that's you? Yeah, Bonnie.
Yeah. Quick question.
Okay.
So I noticed the cursor with the song, it looked like a black pointer.
Yeah, it's different. Bonnie, the problem is not with the cursor. The cursor for me is always this black pointer. The moment it goes into, the stories, it changes. And I can do nothing. I tried to go to
Bonnie, we really looked into it, and there's no way.
I looked with Marie.
Isn't it? It's so weird that it goes from one program.
It's okay. It's okay with the
It's Zoom. It's what Zoom does, and we tried to change it, and it worked. The options are even worse.
Yeah. Okay.
The options are really worse. So I'm sorry, but that's what
it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zoom changes it into that.
Yeah, I remember we discussed it before, but I noticed today.
Yeah, no, but I tried with Mariv. Mariv worked with me.
All right.
And I'm gonna ask some real knowledgeable people. I've been asking around if anybody's heard of what to do. So
yeah,
we're working on it. Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks. Sorry. Ralph, yes?
Yes, my parents used to call mashke bromfum.
Bromfum, yeah. Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
Okay. I'm sorry.
What was it?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So it says on my screen you cannot move a video while someone has their hand raised. Is that the issue?
That means moving your picture around among the other pictures.
Is it? But what is it that you want to do? I was half listening.
No, it had nothing to do with it.
It's too
No. But what were you trying to do?
Change the shape and size of the cursor.
The cursor.
Okay, my daughter works with Zoom, so I will ask
Tell her
her.
there's two horrible options: a red dot and
Okay,
a teeny little thing.
okay, so you
It's
want to
awful.
change the shape
the
and the
cursor.
size of the
Not the cursor.
of the cursor. Okay.
CURSOR.
But I knew how to spell it, Mariv. I really did. Okay.
Okay.
But you have to know how to spell it in Yiddish.
But Minna, what's really weird is that you're doing the song in Zoom also.
But that's the problem. That's the difference between the PowerPoint and
okay.
So you see, on PowerPoint, it manifests itself differently.
Got it.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm trying to.
I think that you have to show it. You have to play it on your desktop as as a not as a video, but as a presentation.
As a PowerPoint.
Right.
A PowerPoint.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
so if you don't play it, as a presentation, it won't sync up and it won't go with the music.
Okay, I'm not going to present it as a presentation because that will mean for me, what it means to take this story and make a PowerPoint out of it.
No
way, sorry.
Because you're showing it as a scan, right?
Yeah, I'm showing it as a scan. I'm scanning it.
So there's no ability to edit or anything on it.
No, I cannot edit or anything.
Right.
No.
So I think that's where the problem.
Yes, regarding somebody asked the question about or commented about Bromfun and Mashke.
Yeah, Ralph.
At least among us, Mashke was generally understood as a general word for liquor.
Right.
And Bromfun was understood as something like brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But what's interesting is the family, the Bromfun family.
Yeah.
That deals with liquor. So it's kind of they choose their occupation well. It goes
well. That's the way they made their money, contrabanding liquor into the States from Canada.
From Canada, they are Canadian. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, Maurice.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but how mashke is originally a Hebrew word, and Bromfun, I think, is from Old German. I think it's Brandwein, burned wine. Don't ask me how you make burned wine, but I think Bromfun comes from Old German. So we have words from a variety of cultures.
Okay.
Brandwein wrote a song called "Where Were You During Prohibition?" The title is in Yiddish. I don't know if it has any words to it.
Prohibition.
Okay, we can look into it. Yeah.
Sure.
If you find it, send it to me or to Maurice.
It was something like devised during Prohibition.
Okay.
I'll look for it.
Okay, please.
Just in response to Maurice's question about burned wine, most of the brown liquors and stuff like that, brandies and mash whiskey or whatever, they are aged in wine casks, and wine casks are burned on the inside and the outside to make them the wine and the liquor more flavorful. So the casks are burned, and then the wine is steeped in the casks, and then the casks are often reused to age alcohol, scotch or whiskey or brandy or any of those things.
Will one of those casks fit in my house?
Again, please.
Will one of those casks fit in my house?
Oh, sure, but you won't have any place to sleep. But we make sacrifices for the things we love,
right.
Maurice.
Yes.
Do you have a garage? Garage would work.
No, I don't. You don't want to keep it in a garage. That you got to have much more temperature control than that.
Okay.
Well, you can have a mini. You can have a mini split in your garage.
Yeah.
I've heard of
The
it the other
burning
way
of the
around.
wood. The
When
burning
people-
of the wood makes it waterproof because there's a Japanese technique where they actually burn the wood that they build houses with,
Okay.
and they're black.
That
and
makes
it's
sense.
Beautiful.
Okay, I see people are really getting into
Let me
it.
write this down.
That's
wine-
it's a topic that
I also come from a family of bootleggers too. So
I come from a family of drinkers. No, not really. No,
bootleggers and bar owners.
Yeah. So anyway,
Well,
okay.
sometimes beer
It was
and
fun.
wine is also aged in whiskey barrels.
Not beer.
Enhance the taste in whiskey
Not
barrels.
beer.
Not beer.
Not beer.
Just wine then.
Yeah.
And so it's
No, the wine.
that's pretty delicious too.
The casks are made for the wine, and then they're used for the whiskey after the wine has aged in them.
Those barrels are usually 5 or 10 gallon barrels. They're big enough to fit in your house.
Okay, we are not going to do it in our houses. Just
Yeah, well, I'm
go
going
to
to
the
finish
story.
this.
Let's go back
Mina.
to Yiddish.
Mina,
Yes.
I'm going to finish this with an old Yiddish proverb. Shike is a yid.
The what? The shiker is?
Shike is a yid.
And my mother used to say, "Shikar is a goy."
That's a
Yes,
joke. It was a
yes.
joke. Yeah,
Sugar
it was
is
a
a
joke.
goy.
Yeah, it was a joke.
That's the original word.
That's the original, right?
Okay.
I wonder if it's from Shikar via Ayid Oifen Purim.
Can be. Can be. Anyway,
There's a song. Oi, oi, Shicker is a goy. Shicker is a trinker tuter. It's a little
Trinken
tune.
Miser.
Shicker is there. Trinken
Trinken
Moser.
Miser. Weiler is a goy.
And what's the last line? Shicker is there. Trinken Moser.
Chaim.
Weiler is a goy.
Okay.
Weiler is a goy.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to the birds. Not the birds and the bees, just the birds. And
No mashke here.
no mashke here, yeah. Anyway, we stopped where they are talking, where the birds and the rabbi are talking about money and why people are so crazy about money, and they'll do all kinds of weird things like sleeping with it and whatever. So we stopped at the place that is Michigan, Pasket Afegale. So that's where we stopped. Here, Michael Fissman. Okay, can you?
What page are you on?
It's page 13 in the middle. Here, I did it in blue. Someone is talking. So I marked it in blue. So Michael Fissman, please.
Okay. Meshugoy from there. Meshugoy.
Yes.
Oh, Meshugoyim Paskat Fegal. Craziness. A little bird concludes, judges, as long as you say als ein Mensch ist klug, that a person is clever. Geht zu, hab immer gesagt, als ein Mensch ist klug, geht zu a zweit. As long as you say that a person is clever, a second one gives adds its advice. And sagt der Rob Kluger, a Katschke is Avada, and the Robin, no, the Raven says, clever, a duck, you're certainly a duck.
No, Kluger via Katschke.
Okay. Kluger via Katschke. You are as clever as a duck, certainly. Norman gaat niet eens in anderen, but they don't grasp the first with the second. Wenn der Katschke will, wegen der Katschke will ich euch später erzählen. About the duck, I will tell you the story later. Vuja halten wir, where are we at in the story? Beim Turm, we're at the tower. Haben die Menschen nach hohen Turm gebaut, oder dem Himmel der gerecht, plötzlich krach. So the people built a high tower, and they built it, and they built it, and they built it, until it reached the heaven, and suddenly a krach, there was a collapse. Maar Johanna hat in 2000 van zijn nest geworfen. En Bar Yochana threw to them the smallest egg from his nest. In der ganzen Turm is der ganze Turm eingefallen, and then the whole tower fell down. Der Turm ist eingefallen und Asach Städten unter im Chorov geworden. The tower fell down, and many cities were destroyed under it, under the tower. As I feel that so many cities, Vinkl Boem is fegalich, as many as there are as many as there are birds in a tree, vliegerlich and egerlich, wings and eyes, visserlich and negerlich, feet and nails.
So, Michael, just a moment. You will continue, but I see Mariv raised her hand. Mariv?
I think there's another pun in that car. Of course, it's the sound of the birds, but what does it mean in Hebrew and Yiddish? There's another joke there, I think. No?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either, no.
Okay.
I think it's just the sound of, falling apart.
The krach is something falling down.
Yeah.
But car, I don't know.
No, not in Yiddish, yeah. Okay, go on, Michael. Fi.
Fi, Cheyenne, die fegerlich, and the little birds are all saying fi. Weißt du schon, wer Bar Yochana is? Now do you understand who Bar Yochana is? Sagt der Rob, the raven says, it's meine fegerlich, sich durch die fegerlich und kommt zurück, will ich euch erzählen, wie also Bar Yochana hat die Welt beschaffen. Okay. So the raven said that, and now my little birds, ventilate your wings and come back, and I will tell you how Bar Yochana created the world. Chair, setzen sich die Fegerlich mit einem Gesang zu fliegen, and chirping, the little birds flew apart with a song, mit einem Gesang, with a song. carry on.
Yeah, please.
Kijk naar een halve show haben die feierlich auf dem freien Feld gestiftet. About a half an hour, the little birds joked around on the free fields. In der blotter, in der blotter, in der Blot, in der yeah, thank you. In der blauer Luft redelijk gemacht. In the blue sky, in the blue air, they spoke to each other.
They what?
Circles.
They made circles.
No, redelijk.
They made circles, somersaulted, yeah.
Okay, you're right. Redelijk gemacht. They made circles. In Iggle Biggle, when in Pick to Rick sich gespielt, and they played these two games of Iggle Piggle and something to Rick. Und lebendig und freilich und versoppet zum Rob auf dem Bäum zurückgekommen, and lively and happily and out of breath they returned to the raven on the tree. Still quietly, gehorsam, obediently, sich ausgesetzt, they sat down, und der Rob hat wieder angehoben, and the raven started to talk again.
So they had
Thank you.
recess.
They had recess, exactly.
Yeah.
They had recess. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Any questions until here?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I do
Yeah,
have one.
okay, Barbara, yeah.
So I'm just curious because you brought out, it's recess, and that's not the way it was it in the traditional cheder, I'm assuming. So this was a progressive idea that was being promulgated. I'm curious to know how these stories perhaps were supposed to influence parents. I'm curious. That's different.
Okay, that's an interesting, point, but
yeah.
I've never been in a cheder. I don't know. So
don't you think they must have had bathroom breaks occasionally? I don't know.
These are birds. These are birds, not the little boys.
No, in the cheder. I'm talking to Barbara.
In the cheder, she means, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, curious.
Actually, we don't know. Morty, do you know?
No, I was never in cheder. I was in Hebrew school. Full time, but no, never cheder. Even my father wasn't a cheder.
What would you consider cheder?
What's the difference?
Cheder was the school in the Statelef for little children up until
little boys
up until maybe 6-7 years old. And
where they got crammed with Hebrew and Bible, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They studied. They learned. Sorry, from 3 years old they learned to read Hebrew, and once they could read Hebrew, they started studying Chumash. And it was only in Cheder that they studied Chumash. By the way, starting with Vayikra, with Leviticus, because that's where the laws are, and not with Bereshit.
Not with Bereshit?
No, not with Bereshit. Because more important was for them to know the laws. And the creation of the world was more like Midrash. So the starting point was Vayikra. They studied the laws, and that was the base of their learning. And once they finished in Cheder, then they went to yeshiva.
Okay, so my mother, blessed memory, told me that she went to Cheder. So they must have sent little girls. I mean, my mother would be 100 now, just to give you perspective, or more than 100.
But where? What country?
In Philadelphia.
In the U.S.
In the U.S., so that's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
so they
sense.
might have, maybe it was boys and girls. I don't know. I never questioned her. It was just one of those things. And I said, oh, okay.
You're talking about the U.S. We're
Yes,
talking
she's
about
talking
Eastern
about the
Europe.
US. That's different. Yeah.
Not in Eastern Europe. It was all
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah,
But
I know. I've seen pictures of the Rebbe with the little kids. I mean, there's some famous pictures of that.
The girls
Marie?
were often illiterate.
Yes.
Yeah, back in the day.
Well,
Marie?
the girls learned how to read Yiddish, not
There's a
Hebrew.
there's an interesting book by Ida Massey, and she was a Montrealer who my dad knew. And she wrote an autobiography in Yiddish that talks about her learning Hebrew from listening to the brothers practice at home and listening to the tutors
Good
helping the
for her.
brothers learn. Yeah.
Okay.
But I also want to say, there's a lot of, bad memories of Heather, but that was why we were illiterate people, which enabled us to become traders. And the few jobs that we could do was that we were literate, where a lot of the rest of the population was illiterate. We had
Yes.
at least a way to write to each other.
What's the name of this
And we
story?
could speak with other Jews who might be in other countries where they spoke Italian or Chinese or
Right.
different languages.
Through a common language, right.
Arabic, Persian.
Mina, can you hear me?
Yes.
My father went to Cheder in Romania, and he used to say that the Rebbe always used to say, Chazer gut, Chazer gut. Well, Chazer means repeat well, but my dad was not into religion. He said, even the rabbi said you can eat Chazer.
Okay. Okay, that was a progressive rabbi.
It sure was.
In terms of knowing a lot of languages as a trader, in West Virginia there was a little coal mining town, and I visited it, and the history museum. And people told me that they used to have the company store, and they had a Jew store. And I said, "You mean a shoe store?" No, they said a Jew store. The Jew store was nice because they had workers. They didn't want the workers to unionize, so they had Italians and Polish and Lithuanian. At the Jew store, he knew all the languages. They could come in and ask for what they wanted on the shelf instead of pointing. He could say a few words to them in their language, and they'd rather buy from him than buy from the company store.
And they had kosher food.
No, I don't think so.
Where was that?
It's a little town in West Virginia called Perryopolis, and a beautiful little town. My wife had a mosaic conference there making art, and so I didn't have anything to do, so I hung out at they have a nice history museum, and it was very interesting. The place that area is dotted with monuments to show the coal mining disasters, and each disaster, it said 8 miners died here, 20 died here. They were all so hungry that when the mine blew up, they just went to the next mine to get another job.
Isn't Perryopolis? I think I've been to that place. I thought it's in Pennsylvania. It's in West.
You're right. You are correct. I'm sorry.
I've been there. It's
you are correct.
fabulous. You should go. People should go to see it. It's like a destination for sightseeing. It's full of mosaics because artists took it over. Artists took it over. It's a defunct mine.
Thank you for fact checking me.
Yeah, no,
my wife.
It rang a bell when you talked about mosaics.
Yeah, and it's
a
actually
fabulous place.
Yeah, there's a lot of history there, and my wife's a mosaic artist, so yeah.
Thank you. That was interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah, we learned a lot of things. So anyway, Susan, go on.
Und ungeheuben hat der Rav mit der Scheile. So the rabbi began with a question. Kinderlich, von wannen kommt der Vögel heraus? Kids, where does a bird come from? Von an Eile, from a little egg. Und das Eile von wannen, and so where does the little egg come from? Von a Vögel, from a little bird. Und das Vögel and the little bird, von an Eile, from a little egg. An Eile von a Vögel, an egg from a bird, a fegele von an eile, a little bird from a little egg. Zuck der Rav, aber wus frier? So that's what the rabbi says, and then he asks, but which one comes first? Zum allermeisten wus, to the very beginning, what's at the very beginning? Zum allermeisten dus Eile, from the very first, it's the egg. Und dus Eile von was? And the egg, where does it come from? Dus Eile von a finstere Berg. And the little egg comes from a dark mountain. Amul, noch vor an ersten Eile. A long time ago, even before the first little egg, Zenin, finstere Berg gewein. There were these dark mountains. Finstere, verschluffene. It's very dark and sleepy Berg, dark and sleepy mountains, und gar nicht mehr, and nothing else. Und über die finstere Berg hat Ber Jochne herumgeschwebt. And over the dark mountains, Ber Jochne, he flew around over those, would you say?
Hovered. He hovered.
Yeah.
He hovered.
Oh, yeah. He hovered over those dark mountains. Wie an Odler sein Nest bewacht, like an eagle who watches out for his nest. Iber seine Fegelach zittert He is very careful with his little birds. He zitters after them. He worries about them. Azoi hot Bar Yochna, and that's what Bar Yochna did. Geloipt is there. That's what Bar Yochna is about. That praiseworthy. Iber seine Berg gezittert. He worried about his mountains. Geflattert, and he flew around. Mit der Mol ist euch die Cap von die Berg a Lichtigkeit gefallen. And then suddenly on the head of the mountains there was a lightness came up. In Ber Jochnes Augen hat sich a fire ungezündet. In Ber Jochnes eyes a fire lit up. Und das Feuer von Bar Jochnes Augen hat die Spitzen von die verschluffene Berg beleuchtet. And the fire from Bar Jochnes eyes it took the ends of the
lighted the top
of the sleepy mountain and lit them up.
The peaks of the mountains.
The peaks of the mountain.
The what? The peaks of the mountains and lit them up.
Yes.
Haben sich die Berg von Schlaf ausgehabt, and the mountains woke up from their sleep. Hat Ber Jochne Azug getun. So Ber Jochne said something. Sollen sich versammeln alle finstere Berg auf ein Ort. May they get together all the dark mountains in one place. Und ein groß Ei soll von sie werden, and may they turn into one big egg. Und es ist so geworden, and that's what happened.
Go on, Susan.
Oh, alle finstere Berg haben sich auf ein Ort versammelt. All the dark mountains got together in one place. Und ein Ei ist von sie geworden, and they became one egg. Das erste Eile, the very first egg.
Thank you. Thank you, Susan. Everything clear until now?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
there is a new version of how the word.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
what
that's
came
nice.
first?
It's
What came first,
interesting
the
to
chicken or the egg?
the chicken and the egg, exactly it's the same here. Okay, so Harriet, you're with us? Od Bar Yochne, I saw you before, Harriet.
This is very creative.
Yes.
Extremely.
So I wanted to tell you, do you see Harriet? She was here
I
before.
think she might be gone. Hold on, I'm looking.
Okay, I think she might be gone.
Yeah,
I saw it
because I
before.
changed her name to Harriet and I don't see it.
Okay, so what I wanted to tell you that Harriet sent me a link to the Madame Library in Paris, and they have a course about the writer, of these fables and about these fables. So I will send you the link, whenever I'm sending you, usually Thursday, I'm sending you stuff. So I will send you also the link. If you're interested, you can take the course. If you're not interested, don't take it. It's an online course.
Is it in French?
In French?
No.
Okay.
No, not in French. No.
Is it in
No.
Yiddish?
I looked at it yesterday. I'm sorry, I
Yes,
didn't pay
it's in
attention.
Yiddish.
It's in Yiddish? It's in Yiddish.
All their
Okay, so
classes
that
are.
in Yiddish. Okay. So, David Katz, please go on. Od Bar Yochne, here. You see it, David?
Zeg maar mooi veel, ja. Hot Bar Yochna, geloofd is zijn nomen, praised be his name. Das mit sein Schnabel zerspalten. The egg with its
beak.
Yeah, I guess its beak broken, I guess cracked, is in im Gewen of Weisel. Inside it is a white part. The un in groiska gellicle, a great yolk, mit a Lutstropen, una saak kleine gellicle. Is a big, yolk with a little drop of blood and a lot of little yolks. Von der Eberster helft Weisel. Helft Weisel hat dem Himmel beschaffen. God above, Helft, half the white part of the egg had he created the heavens. Now, I guess how do we put that into a nice English sentence? So, from half of the white part, he created, the heaven, dem Himmel, heavens. From the Unterste, from the of course, now not Eberster, that Eberster, that's a bad translation. From the upper half of the yoke,
good.
He created the heavens, and from the Unterste, from the bottom part, Adam Yam, the sea. Von dem großen Gilkel, from the big yoke, die Gildene Zun, und die kleine Gilkelach, die Lavonen, but die Stern. So from the yoke, the yellow part, he created the sun and all the little stars and the moon. Von der harter Scholix, from the heart shell, die Erd mit alle ihre Beschäftigungen und Funum Lutstropen, them mention. So from the hard shell, Hashem, God, created the earth with all its creatures. And from the little drop of blood, the people. Ja, danach hat Bar Jochene a Kukaton unter Sinn, ein finsterer Berg is geblieben. And after that, Bar Yochna, he made a look, and he caught a glimpse that one dark mountain remains. One dark remains.
Okay, so before you continue, before I go on to the next page, I wanted to ask, do you know, maybe Morty or someone, do you know if in the Midrash there is something like this? There is stories like this about the creation of the world?
There probably are, but I don't remember them right now. Since I am not at home, I can't even look at my sources.
Yeah. Okay, because yeah, that's interesting where it came from. Is it from his imagination, or maybe it has some, something that is rooted in some story? That's
There is.
Okay, Barbara, do you know,
So
Barbara?
when I first looked up Bar Yochna in the Wikipedia, it said that story of the cities being drowned by an egg comes from the Talmud. That's all the information they gave me.
Being drowned?
Yeah, remember that remember that they were destroyed. All the many cities were destroyed, but that was because of an egg. Remember that knocked down the towers. But but in Wikipedia it says that the idea of towns being destroyed was from an egg, and that's in the Talmud. But I can, try to check on that further.
Yeah, please, because I think it's interesting to see, if it's, if it has some ground, if it has some, if it came from somewhere and not just
Save
his
it for
imagination.
Raphael.
Okay, the foil will not be here until July, so
okay.
So yeah, he said that the whole of June he will be away. So just write it down, maybe, or just send him send a question to the roof.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, just it was interesting to me too. Anyway, so David, can you continue when
Ja. En Bar Yochna had befeuillen, alle finstere berg zamelt hij tonight. Then he ordered all the dark mountains, gather yourselves to gather together. Had nicht gehört. Had verschlossen. He did not hear, and he was sleeping. Went to sleep.
Yeah, that's the mountain, the extra mountain.
The extra
So,
mountain.
Yeah, he was sleeping.
That's the air. The mountains sleep there. Is Bar Yochna auf ihm böse geworden und gesagt. So he got mad at him and said, Finstere Bar, dark mountain. Weil auf dein Ort bist du stehen geblieben, because in your place you remain standing. Wenn alle deine Brüder haben sich zum großen Schafen vereinigt, when all your brothers, they got together and they were united. Therefore, Navanad sollst du sein. Therefore, you will be a wanderer. Wandern, von Ort zu Ort sollst du. Wander around from place to place you shall. Und kein Ruhe, kein Mal nicht gefunden, and you will not find any rest.
It's like Cain, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another paragraph, please.
Weil der Ruf hat Bar Yochna Volk getan mit seiner Fliegel. Soon after this, soon on this, he made a big wave with his wings. Seinen große Winden geboren, and creating great winds, haben die Winden dem Berg abgetan und ihm auf Stücke zerrissen. So the great winds grabbed up the mountain and tore it into pieces. Then entfuhren die finstere Stücke Odlers geboren, finstere Odlers was wanderen ewig. So from these dark pieces were created eagles. And these dark eagles, these would wander for eternity.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So,
Someone is talking, so please mute yourself if you're talking to someone else. Okay, Harriet, here you are.
I found a reference, if you look in chat, to the bird in the Talmud.
Yes.
Let me bring it up again.
Doing Yiddish.
It says in Jewish mythology, Ziz is identified with the legendary bird Bar Yochana mentioned in the Talmud. Quote, once an egg of the bird called Bar Yochana fell, and the contents of the egg drowned 60 cities and broke 300 cedar trees, and it listed as Ber Korot 57b.
Okay, so that's what Barbara found also. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Yeah, but that gives where it is in the Talmud.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
But it's an interesting
Berachot.
phrase. 3 Jewish monsters charged with saving the world. Who knew?
Okay. So it's in Brachot. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's new things for us. So anyway, Harriet, here you are. So go on.
Yeah, I had the electrician coming in the middle. Okay.
Oben die finstere
Haben
Odles.
die finstere Odles gewähnt für Bar Jochne und gesagt. The dark eagles cried in front of Bar Yochna and said, Groß ist unser Sinn, our sin is large, nicht zu vertrogen, not, it's intolerable. Zum größten Schaffen haben wir sich nicht vereinigt, vermehrt und verfinstert, wenn wir geblieben. For the big creation, we did not unite with everyone. We were distressed, miserable. And we remain distressed and miserable. Kein Ruh will mir sich nicht gefinnen. We won't find any rest. Und ewig werden wir weinen, and we will cry till eternity. Gott Bar Yochna Rachmanis Bakumen und gesagt. Bar Yochna pitied them and said, Therefore wollen eure Tränen auf der Erde fallen und sie verfrischen. Therefore your tears will fall on the and refresh und befruchten and fertilize und neue Schaffungen and new creations von ihr Choice herausbringen and will produce or create new creations from your womb. Ist also geworden, and it became as such. Should I continue?
Yeah, yes, please.
Als die finstere Odles weinen war groß Harote und Denkschaft noch Schaffung. And the dark eagles cried from with great regret and longed for the creation.
And longing for the creation.
Longing
yes.
for creation. Fallen their Tränen auf der Erde, and their tears fell on the earth. Schlingt die Erde die Tränen, and the earth swallowed their tears. Wachsen von ihr Scheuß, neue Schaffungen arois, and new creations grew from their womb. Tavuis, grain, Beimer, trees, großen grass, Rosen, which is roses or sunflower seeds, Blumen, flowers. Bench the air the odless, and the earth blessed the eagles. enteren die Odlers afalcohol. Went the air. Oh yeah, and the Odlers responded, Amen. Das ist der Donner, fragen die Vögel. That's thunder, asked the little birds. Ja, sagt der Rolf. Das ist der Donner. This is thunder. Und was ist der Blitz? And what is lightning? Fragen wieder die Vögel. Asked again the little birds. Der Blitz, das ist das Erstlicht, was hat sich zum ersten in der Jochnes Augen angezündet. Lightning is the first light which
Ignited.
first lit up or ignited from Bachjochner's eyes. Das Lichtigkeit, was hat die Spitzen von die Berg beleuchten, wenn Bachjochner geläubt ist, hat ja nur was vertracht die Welt zu beschaffen. The light which the tops of the mountains lit up when Bar Yochner, blessed be he, just a moment ago conceived the world and created it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Harriet. Eric,
Okay.
will you go on? Eric, Vije? Eric.
Okay, 1 second.
It's in blue. Wie kommt das Lichtigkeit?
Wie kommt das Lichtigkeit zu die Fenster Adlers, zu die Fenster Adler, Barjochme.
1 sentence and translate, please.
Okay.
Otherwise we
Visha,
forget.
how does the lightness or the light?
Yes, the light,
come to the dark eagles?
Yes, yes.
Barjochne mit sein Groß Rachmanes hat das Blitz die finstere Adlers geschenkt. Geschenkt.
Yes.
Kedei die Welt soll sich für die finster Adlers nicht schrecken.
Okay, so.
So Bar Yochma, with his great empathy, hat das Blitz, had the thunder, the dark eagles.
Not the thunder, the other thing, not the thunder.
Lightning.
Oh, the lightning, sorry. The lightning geschenkt.
He gave us a present.
He gave us a present, okay. In order, they should sich für die, they should, before the dark eagles, not frightened.
So he gave the lightning to the dark eagles in order that the world, die Welt, soll sich vor die finstere Adlers nicht schrecken, so that the world will not be afraid of the dark eagles.
Thank you. Okay. As the finster Adlers willen onjogen in their Fliegel. So when the dark eagles willen won't hurried.
Onjogen is to catch up, to overtake.
Oh, okay. Would catch up to their wings.
With their wings.
With their wings, the Größe wie die Nacht, as big as the night.
Yeah, the wings are as big as the night.
Über der Welt wollen sie verspreiten. They will spread.
They will spread their wings over
Spread
the
their
world.
wings. Und die Quallen and the waves, maybe?
Quallen is also rays.
And the rays from the blinde Augen, from the blind eyes, wollen sich öffnen, will open themselves. Und Tränen in tears, und Tränen, Teichen, Tränen, like rivers of tears?
Rivers of tears, yeah.
Wollen die Adlers über der Welt gießen, they'll pour them over the world, the rivers of tears, weil sie haben die Reggae, die Reggae von die größten Staaten verschlossen. What is a reggae?
Moment, because they slept over the moment of the big creation. They missed the Big Bang.
Okay. Was plötzlich von seiner Augen dem Licht von Schaffung blitzen. So when suddenly
the light of
from
creation, Roy's blitzing like light out will come out.
Flash.
Yeah,
or
flash.
Yeah. Okay.
Flash.
A sign as von dem Finsterisch, from the darkness, und von die Tränen, from the tears, that Schaffung will be created, maybe?
Schaffung, creation.
Und Bracha. And a blessing come?
Yes.
And a blessing would come. Ein neues Leben sprotzen. A new life springs up, maybe? Sprotzen?
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Morty, will you finish the story for us? Morty, I think you're muted. Okay, now.
Und gucken hat Meure von Blitz. And looking and be fearful of looking.
No, I think cuckoo is the cuckoo bird.
It's cuckoo, not cuckoo. And cuckoo, the cuckoo bird was scared of the lightning. Sucht ein Vögele anweisendig mit den Flügeln auf den Harbor. Said one of the little birds without knowing, unknowingly.
No, einweisendig, while he was
showing off, indicating with his
pointing.
Yeah. Pointing with his wings to his friend. Cuckoo, cook, cuckoo, look, kuimun, look at it. Achochem, a know-all. Zog the cuckoo verschämt, says the cuckoo bird, ashamed. Lemai hoste moire fahren dunner, lemai, Perhaps you are afraid of the thunder. Perhaps. Ich, I will schon kein Mol nicht mehr haben fahren Dunner. I will never be afraid again from the thunder, of the thunder. Und ich will schon kein Mol nicht mehr haben, nicht fahren Dunner und nicht fahren Blitz. And I will never again be fearful of the lightning and the thunder. Verzicher der Kuckuck. Said, assured the cuckoo bird. Mir alle, all of us, schreien die Fegelech, freilich, screamed the little birds happily, mit alle Wellen nicht mehr haben. We will not have fear ever. Soll donnern, it may thunder, soll blitzen, it may be lightning. Sorry. It may be there may be lightning. Mirale, sorry. Soll ein neues Leben sprotzen. May a new life spring out. Zfitz. Und sie kuschen die Fegelech an Dekes, die little birds, mit die Fieslich in
Piskelech.
Piskelech. Yeah, the Piskelech. And they kiss the little birds with a mouth in grünem Bichele. Und sie plisken mit die Fliegelech und sie singen. And they
applauded
in the green Bichele.
Oh.
I think at the beginning of the story that we all forgot about it, the rabbi is telling them about it's like their Bible. So it's the green book. The green book. They're kissing it, like, we kiss the Bible.
Yeah. And they clap with their wings and they sing. Oif Boim, oif grinem. Up on the tree, on the green book. Oif Zweigale, oif dinem. Up on the branches. Oif on dinem on the
thin ones,
small.
The thin ones.
Yeah. Oif, up, oif Same Spitz, up to the top itself. Tanzt der Stern auf a Blitz. Dances a star on the lightning. Lomer singen, let us sing. Zwitz. Und der Rov hat los die Fegelech aheim bis morgen in der Früh. And the raven let all the little birds go home until the next day in the morning.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, God. Yeah.
In a guitar shoe.
In a guitar shoe. That was, yeah. Anyway, from every story we learn something. So, any comments, any questions about the story, about what we read here?
What's the author's name again?
Eliezer Steinberg. Eliezer Steinberg. And thank you, Ariette, for the reference. I will send it to the class. I send it to the class. So anyway, Eliezer Steinberg. And there is a collection of his fables in English. It was translated. So that's something to consider. And well, that's it. If you
It's
don't
so
have any...
nice to get lost in a children's story completely once in a while.
And
This
you
would be
don't
perfect for if the child
Dora,
is frightened of thunder and lightning. This is what you would read them.
Yeah.
But also, it's a nice creation story. I don't know. There are so many creation stories in the world. So that's another one. Yeah.
And we can't answer what came first, the chicken or the egg yet.
No.
So
No,
it's a
I think
lovely
we know.
attempt.
The
Well, you
Dark
have one
Mountains came
answer
first.
there.
Now we have an answer. That's
Now we
right.
have an answer. The Dark
Yeah, we
Mountains
know.
came
The
first.
Dark Mountains, they came first. They were here before. Yeah.
And
So
a good children's story is one where the parents enjoy reading it to the child too.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know, from time to time, once I found it, I will continue bringing from his fables, but not right now.
Okay.
Next time we will have something else, but there will not be a class next Tuesday. I will be on a plane to Montreal. So I will not even be able to open the class. So in 2 weeks' time, I will be able to open the class, and Mariv and Beverly will lead the class. But I will send you the material, you know, as usual. On Thursday, I will send you the material. So in 2 weeks, people, you will meet. I will try. I will open the meeting. I will try, but you know, I will be on my way to the...
Class Canada?
Sorry?
Gays to Class Canada?
Not Class Canada. Class Canada is August. August. I
Okay.
checked yesterday because I got an email. Class Canada is August, I think, 17 to 23, to the 23rd. Now, Yiddish Woch and Yiddish Land are at the same time. I don't know who is planning. I don't know who is planning this thing.
It's
So you have
it's also August. That's also August.
It's the same date.
Yeah,
checked.
one of the
It's same.
reasons, I think one of the reasons it comes out is because these camps are used by children. And when the children finish the camp season and go home, then they can be used by the adults. I know
So
Yiddish
at the
land is that way.
same week, I know that Rochelle and Elaine usually go to this.
I'm going to try to go to Yiddish Woch this time.
Yosef, are you also going to one of them?
I'm going to Yiddish land.
You're going to Yiddish land. Yeah, I know that Michael Moore also goes. But the problem is it's the same week, you know. And Class Canada, they could have done it but it's the same week. Don't know. Anyway. Well, once you go...
I wanted to go to Class
Noya in
Canada.
Montreal? How about Noya in Montreal?
Okay.
Bring us all back bagels, please.
Bagels? Okay. Yeah, I've never been there, so you know that's I could have been
just vacation in Montreal. Just
vacation. No, I'm telling everyone. I will not everyone. I was telling Maurice. Montreal is my what if. What if my parents could have gone to Montreal and could have gone to Israel? They went to Israel. So I say Montreal is what if. What if they chose Montreal instead of going to Israel? My life would have been completely different, probably. So, you know, that's
true. You live in Toronto now.
No, Montreal.
There's a joke I heard from the Montreal Jews of so many of them moved to Toronto over the last 20 years.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
But you see, Morty moved back to Peru.
The Jewish community of Toronto, which was very small, grew tremendously because of the immigration of Jews from Montreal, because of the anti-Semitism of the Quebecois.
Aber mein Weib kommt von Sephardic. Sie ist geboren in Cairo, in Egypt, in Mizrahim.
Yeah.
In Mizrahim. Und die Sephardim haben geblieben da in Montreal, weil they reden gut Französisch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was part of the, you know, the France had a mandate over Syria and part of the Middle East. So yeah.
Ook het de Marokkanen Jiden. Asaf Marokkaner Yid.
Ja.
Aber Montreal
ja.
is zeer een schöne stad. En
Ja, ich
ze
hab
zo
lieb,
zeer zacht te zijn.
Ich hab dort gewohnt vier Jahren.
Ah, okay, nice.
Und studiert in McGill, ja.
At McGill, okay.
Ja. Ja.
Okay. You see, life is very interesting because it takes turns. It takes turns. What if you have done this, then you wouldn't done that? You see, my husband could have gone and done his PhD in McGill, not in Houston. So that's, that's another turn of, what would have happened if we were in McGill and not coming to Houston?
Well, I will tell you something, a little bit different story if you have 2 minutes. When my wife and I...
Just a moment, Mark, just a moment. Yes, Marsha, what happened?
Yes, I just want to clarify. Is there a Houston meeting next Tuesday, or it's postponed till 2 weeks?
Postponed to 2 weeks, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so next week there won't be, because I cannot open the meeting. I have no physical way of opening the meeting, so that's why, okay? Okay, Morty, yes, sorry.
Yeah,
Morty.
A couple of years after we got married, my wife and I, we decided to move to Canada, and we got our visas. And it took a little bit of time, and we got the visas. It happened that my wife discovered that she was pregnant. And she said, there's no way I'm going to go away from Peru, where all my family and friends are, to be all alone giving birth in a place that I know nothing about. So we stayed in Peru, and 15 years later, we applied again to Canada, and then we came to Canada and stayed for almost 40 years. And now we've gone back to Peru for our retirement.
Yeah.
But I am now in Toronto, and I'm enjoying Montreal bagels very much.
Okay. Yes. No, but what I just wanted to mention that, life takes you in all kinds of turns that you do not expect. And you don't know what would have happened if you have done something else instead of what you did. So I don't know, maybe it's something to write a novel about, but I
have an important question for Morty. So you mean they migrated the Montreal bagels to Toronto so that the Montrealers in Toronto could still have their favorite bagel?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. They don't make good Montreal bagels in Montreal anymore.
So
they're all in Toronto.
I once had a briefcase. It was full of bagels, a plastic briefcase, but a briefcase. And it went through the detector at the airport. And one guy's looking at the screen, and he motions to the other one, look in this briefcase. He calls back to the one at the machine. He says, it's okay, they're only bagels. I guess they thought it was plastic explosives or something I had in there by the shape.
So you were taking them home with you so you'd have them?
From Montreal to my family in Detroit when I was going home for a visit. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's really great.
Well,
okay,
sometimes
so
life, sometimes things in life are bashared.
Yeah. You're saying like this. We were spending times in Germany because my husband is a Fulbright. So we were spending lots of time in Germany. And when my father was alive, he liked cheeses, all kinds of cheeses. And once he asked us if we can bring him some cheese. Okay, yeah, we brought cheese. The problem is it was stinking like crazy. And we were taking it into the airplane, and people around were looking, what is it? What is the smell? And we don't know. So yeah, that's bringing things. So yeah. Anyway, so sei mir alle gesinnt. Mit sich sehen noch 2 Wochen. I will open and I will try to join the meeting. If not, Ma'ariv will lead the meeting together with Beverly. Beverly will call upon you. I think we have done it in the past, you know, when I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So anyway, sei alle gesehen.
Safe
Have a good trip,
Informative
Miriam.
travels.
Thank you. Bye.
Schönen
Bye.
Dank.
Vielen Dank. Sehr gesellig.
Thank